Hey, get your stuff ready. We gotta go do some fishing. It's perfect out here today. It's nice. It's not too cold. It's not too warm. It's just gonna be epic. Let's go. Jeez Louise. It's about time you got your stuff together so we can get down here and fish. Man, oh man. You're only bringing 2 poles and it's taking you that long to get your stuff together. I've got 4. All right, let's get down here and see what we can do. Welcome back, fishing friends, to another adventure. All right, guys, we're at this other location here. Man, the water is low. Look at all this. This is where the tornado came through and just disrupted everything. So, this is going to be a challenge. But we're going to give it the best shot I can give it. If not, we can go to another location. But I love this spot, and I want to give it a good shot. All right, let's get to it. So I've got a nose hooked spook I'm running through. A nose hooked fluke I'm running through here. This is a freaky fish from Lunker City. Soaked in Procure. Yeah, the last time I was here, the water was way up here. I'm just working these little pools here. See if I can get something to chase. I don't see anything in there. All right, let's work these pillars. Yeah, so a tornado came through here a few years ago and just flooded and wrecked everything. Nothing through here, guys. We're about to switch spots. God, this fluke looks good. One more good cast. There we go. It's like a highway right through here where I've caught the fish before. Normally they're hunting right here through the rocks, but nothing today. One more cast. One more cast, one more cast. Alright guys, I've been working the popper, that G finish. So I walked all the way around there, pitched into those little pools, nothing. So now I'm working this one. I already worked all along here, in there, and I just can't get anything to want to chase. Casts, I'm gonna drive way to the other side where I've been catching all those fish lately. You guys are gonna be like here again? Yeah, here again. Whew. See, right through there, something should be there. I'm just letting it sit, doing its twitches. Golly, this thing is cool. I don't fish poppers too often. Alright guys, we're heading to another spot. I've never fished this stretch. Look how low the water is. Sheesh. The thing is, I think this is one giant flat. Can I get down there? We'll keep looking. Man, you talk about spawning flats. Check this out. So, how do I get down here? I'm gonna throw a top water, and hopefully that'll get the job done. No, I'm not going down there. So when the water's up, look at this. Great place to fish right through here. So another hike and fish video. It's good because it helps me get the lard off. Losing some weight. Here we go. Ooh. All right. Let's see what we got here. A perfect spot where I can put my stuff down. We're gonna try the fluke first. Then we'll do the pop R. Yeah, there's like no depth. Please tell me that wasn't a wind knot. Yep, I got a wind knot right there. Crikey. All right, let's get this thing moving. Rats, usually I can pull them through, and I couldn't pull that one through. Dang. So it's gonna be catching. Boy, it is super humid out here. Check out that, guys. That'd be crappie heaven. So I got the pop R and the G finish right off of that little structure there. This is just one giant flat. Well, you talk about bed fishing in the spring. Holy cow. Still working the popper. Nothing yet. Still working the popper. There's actually starting to get some depth over here. Oh, we're hooked up, guys. We're hooked up. Oh, we're hooked up, guys. We're hooked up. We're hooked up. Right off that little point right there. Check that out. That's a good fish right there. All right, let's work on digging these hooks out. I need to get to where it's a little less sketchy. Ooh. All right, guys, there we go. He's a little banged up. Gorgeous fish. One last look at him. Okay, so now we know we've got this spot. That was good stuff right there. Nothing else off that point, guys, so I'm back over here. That was pretty cool. 12 and 12 on the Mojo Lose Speed Spin 300. I like to do that retrieve that Rick Clun talked about, how that dude was just like zipping it back. So I've done that a few times, but for the most part I'm just fishing it like you would. Just pop, 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 pop. Ooh. Something spooked him. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Alright, guys, doing a little bobber fishing here. I hate the pressure this dock gets, but nobody's over here, so I'm just going to pitch around it. And I'm not walking on it, you know, thundering around. So with the water coming in like this, the wind, this is going to be perfect for that white bass all in here. So I'm going to try to whack a few of those too. This one's on my little Crappie Thunder from Mr. Crappie. Great little rod. So got one of my little hair jigs on there. Just pitched it right into that corner. You can see where people like to put structure and junk down in there. So I was fishing back on that other side, and I drove all the way over here to fish this side. Alright guys, I've been throwing all my big bass stuff through here, and I can't get anything to bite. So the barometric pressure is changing. We got storms coming, so I'm going to try to throw this little, the water's just all churned up in here. I'm throwing the gnat. This is where I was the other day, in the same spot. So I gotta try to catch something. love this Smalley magic color. That's the real deal. Usually when the water's like this, man, those fish just pile in here. Those crappie, bass. So hopefully we can get one. Ooh. Yeah, this is deja vu where I was fishing yesterday, or the other day. So this one's on the Sunline 5-pound line. Just this little gnat. Ooh. Man, I had so much fun getting that hit on that popper, guys. That was great. I actually have a couple catches on the popper this year, which is more than I've had in a long time. I just don't fish it that often. On the Strike King Bitsy shad. She's fighting good. Oh, check it out. It's a nice largie. Wonderful. Let's go. Look at that. That's a nice fish. Easy. 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 You see how steep it is down here? Oop, oop, oop. Oop. There we go. That's a gorgeous fish. On the Strike King Bitsy shad. Ooh, let me get up here and I'll show you. Come on, get out of there. I was just working it in there. Man, that thing is, I'm going to start calling this a little sniper. It is just deadly. It is so much fun to throw. I'm trying to pick off a crappie there. That dock is like a demilitarized zone. You can catch white bass, but the crappie are just, you can't get them. Too many people fish for them, I guess. So I do a couple of pitches in there and then kind of go back to this corner's perfect. Usually you see me fishing down along the shore there. It's like a highway. The fish just come cruising through. And you can catch them. It's a great little lure. So when the water's up here normal, this would be a nice drop off to fish in. They got a tree down there where crappie would crawl up under there. Alright guys, we got a huge blow up right on the other side of the dock. I can't tell what it is yet, but man, it just hammered it and it came up and splashed. Could this be our crappie? Ooh, he's swimming towards me. Oh, he's freaking out. Oh, it's a nice white bass. Man, as soon as that thing, boy, and he just choked the heck out of it. Check that out. Let me get my sure footing up here. We're gonna have to do some work on this guy. There we go. Man, I thought that was a crappie. As soon as it landed on the other side of the dock, it was just a mega blow up. Whew. I like having this little grassy area here because when you're dealing with those trebles, they're small, but man, they can give you a lot of trouble. So just pitched it right there and it was just an instant hit. And the way the blow up on the surface was, I thought for sure it was a crappie. Then I realized crappie have kind of a subtle bite, you know. Boy, this side's all churned up over here. Alright guys, it's going to wrap it up for me for today. Thanks for hanging out with me. A little bit different, got to scope out some new spots, had fun on with the popper. That was great. We got some big storms moving in, so I got to hit the road. But as always, thanks for supporting the channel. Hope all your fishing adventures are going really well. Let me know what you're catching, what you're doing, all that good stuff. Any new lures that you're testing that you want me to test, Any lures you want me to talk about, just let me know. Drop a comment in there and we'll get to it. Now get out there and get your lures wet.